Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room for Wednesday, August the 14th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Can I get a quick sound check, please? All right, well, listen, we are in for a brutal opening if this holds on the SPY. So in the pre-market, I have shorted Macy's. Macy's it's not an all-time low, but it may as well be. I mean, I had to go back, way back. I don't even know where I had to go back to find those lows, but too far away. So as far as I'm concerned, these are all-time lows. At any rate, I took the short right here at 17, I think it was 1742. I did cover some right here underneath the 17, and then it popped up, held on, and now it's continuing to move down. I did cover some more at 1630, so over $1. I like that one. I was also looking at the MYGN. I really liked it. I wanted to short MYGN also, but the spread was a little bit tough, and it still has a lot of room. I mean, it's still where it is at 29.35. It still has about $4 to that level there. But I looked at the Macy's, and of course, Macy's had that nice 2 cent spread and no support at all. So, and I thought I could get a better percentage return on it, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. So, man. Yeah, right here you can see why Macy's. You know, get gap down right there. Where are you? Oh, there you are, Macy's right there. That's the last alert. You know, it happened a lot earlier, of course. It's an earnings play too. Now let's take a look at what else is happening. See, it's going to be if this keeps up where we are with the SPY, right down here, it's going to be a brutal open. Yeah, you just do it. I mean, it's up to your broker. I mean, you have to have it, you know, every broker is different, and with interactive brokers, you just basically just a selection to trade pre-market. Okay. Every broker is different, but it's just usually a selection. Like mine, it says fill outside, allow pre-open. No idea, Ron. I can't answer. Cannot answer that question at all. All right, what else is happening? LK is another earnings play. Another earnings play, and it is down. We're going to see so many of these down right now. MYGN, the aforementioned MYGN, gapping down on earnings also. I'm interested in this one. I mean, look at the spread, the 29.20, 29.74. I'd be interested in this one underneath 29. If the spread tightens up, it still has room. Look at the weekly chart, still has about $4. So RKDA gapping down. At least it was gapping down. Yeah, gapping down still. I think it's just, again, all the fluff right back here, kind of catching up to itself and just trading off in this market. Real, nice to see Real popping on earnings. At least it was popping on earnings. Our friend Real released earnings after hours yesterday. A little pop, pre-market action, giving up a lot though. Tilray, another big earnings gap down, $5. Yeah, but you should. The uptick rule is not in effect in the pre-market, so I have no idea why you wouldn't get filled. One little one here, AKTX is up. I usually don't pay that much attention to these, to be honest. It's up on FDA News fast track designation for their drug, so it had a nice surge, but it's now starting to give it up. When I say, I mean, I look at these and I just don't think they're going to have any sustained trend once the market opens on that sort of news. Now, I could be wrong, of course, but we'll have to see. This is an earnings play. I actually was looking to take it, but Actually, the spread isn't bad. Well, now it just widened. 1750, 1650, 1710. So again, tough to commit to these ones that have these 50, 60, 70-cent spreads. CHGN, another earnings play. Chang Healthcare, earnings play. Nice little pop, up almost 10%. Go Groceries, Grocery Outlet Holding. This might be its first earnings. This is an IPO from back here. Probably it is. It makes sense in June. And this is an earnings play for Go. So obviously an all-time high right now for Go. PTLA gapping down. Now it's interesting. The financing is at $28. I don't know. Let's see how many shares. So 8 million, a little over 8 million shares at $28. So a little bit over the financing price. Let's see if this holds. So that's why PTLA is gapped down. Tiva was gapping down. It was actually down here, so it's not as bad. It was all the way down to here, 670. So Tiva was gapping down. And I hate to say it, pains me. The Goose, Canada Goose, also gapping down. On earnings, we have earnings 4 days from now, so they either reported early, but the Goose is gapping down. Find this a difficult trader, though. It can be very spready and all. Is 2.18 the latest? The latest what? Todd, what the latest what? Are you kidding? Of trade ideas? I don't even know when that's probably 10 years old. We're at 4.2.89. I mean, that is such an old version. You're missing out a lot of things that have happened since then. You can download the latest version right here. Download TI Pro or Beta. You'll be brought to the download page. And there you are. Download the latest TI Pro. It's 4.2. I can't believe you're on 2 point something. So I have no idea what to expect from our evening scans and with this market the way it is right now. I mean, we do have short opportunities also, but no idea what to expect today. And that's obviously my day has basically been made with this Macy's short, so I don't really have to do too much now. Not to rub it in real, but it does make it a lot easier to scan when you have a pretty decent pre-market trade. Takes the pressure off. All right, morning updates from briefing.com. Let me just get some of actually not that many today. Briefing.com, the upgrades and downgrades. All right, here are some of the upgrades from briefing.com. Just a couple more to go, and we will be done. Yeah, we got an upgrade for CVS and a downgrade for CVS. So we're competing. Yeah, with that market, I've got that thumbnailed with this market the way it is with the things like CVET yesterday. This is another one I was looking at, CDK. Again, the spread was terrible when I first saw it. CDK is it an earnings play? I don't remember if it's an earnings play or not. Yeah, CDK is another one I should have mentioned here. CDK is an earnings play. And look at it on the monthly. I mean, just look at it here. I mean, it's nowhere to go but down. I'm not saying it's going to absolutely go down, but I mean, just look what it's cleared on the monthly and look underneath. So CDK, definitely. Oh, I'm sure all the retailers, yeah, I'm sure Macy's is leading the charge. Now, if you're wondering why I took Macy's also, it wasn't just because its earnings and it was down, but look at the market. The market is seriously such a bearish sentiment right now to start anyway. You know, we've got China concerns, we've got global concerns, Argentina, Italy. I think Germany just said that their GDP has sunk and sinking or something to that effect. So looking at perhaps a mini depression in Germany. So lots of things happening globally, which are, you know, really spooking the market. So today anyway, remember yesterday we were way up? I know, that's what I'm saying. The market was big yesterday, but today is today. Like yesterday never happened. And let's see, Dimpy DMPI, yeah, doing an offering, 6.8 million share offering at probably $1 or so, at $1, yeah. DMPI, so they're doing a 6.8 million share financing at $1. This must be a buyout. Yeah, so Presidio, this is a buyout, PSDO, so don't get too excited about this one. CPLG, ooh, here's another earnings play, CPLG. And obviously no support. This looks like this was an IPO back here, May the 1st. Or that week, that probably right there. Look at CPLG just collapsing here. Spread, yeah, tight, tough spread again, you know, 680, 706. No, we don't. We have options filters, but not like that, Steve. Well, the spread was never I mean, the spread was 1 or 2 cents for Macy, so that wasn't even an issue. If the spread is 10 to 15 cents, depending on the price of the stock, like if it had been like that for MYGN, I probably would have, you know, maybe stuck a bit in between to see. But 10 or 15 cents is not horrible pre-market on something that's really moving. If it's 40, 50, 60 cents, for me anyway, that's when I back off. And I know, you know, at the end of the day, if it moves down another $3, that 60 cents would have meant nothing. But again, my crystal ball isn't that good to know that's absolutely going to happen. So, but that's why Macy's for me was an ideal one, because the spread was only a penny or two. So we do here, just quickly, here are our option filters. So it can help to identify, you know, potential option trades that you might want to get into. So we've got the put call ratio, options volume, which is, this is, I wish, you know, I should be renaming this, keep asking them to. Anyway, options volume is an average options volume over the last 10 days. This is the actual options volume today. Of course, then put volume, call volume today. And this is the key metric right there, the options volume today percent. Basically, let's just say a stock normally trades 1,000 contracts. If you put 200% in the min, that means that stock would have to trade 2,000 contracts, double. And that's based on the average over the last 10 days. So you can use this filter to zero in on stocks with abnormal option activity. Wow, look at this one. Yes, HUA. I almost was marking this one down as a gap up on earnings, but look what it's done now. HUYA, sorry. It's a gap down, and now it's actually below the close of yesterday. So again, yeah, it's real. Just want to point out a couple of things here. So we do have these tabs created. Stocks only means just specific stock information here. You know, what do you think about this? Or this is what I'm doing with this specific stock. Off topic is obvious. Off topic, tech support. Sometimes these are kind of the same, but off topic or tech support. So just try to keep the stocks only for things like, you know, mentioning a specific stock and a reason why you're mentioning it. If you click on the tech support tab and click and scroll up, in case you cannot see my screen for some reason, you click on the tech support tab, scroll up, a couple of fixes. You might just have to do a refresh, or you should be using Chrome as your browser, and you should be disabling your hardware accelerator instructions on how to do that, all right? Well, if it's a very wide spread, I just shy away from it. I mean, it depends. I mean, it really depends. Have you ever shorted before? I mean, you know, I mean, if it's a terrible spread right now, I mean, it's not a terrible spread, you know, for Tilray, it's not a terrible spread, 41.26, 41.35. Earlier on, it may have been terrible. If it's a terrible spread, I just shy away from it. You know, I'm not going to monkey around. It's really that simple. So there's really nothing more I can say. I mean, again, why did I short? Okay, Ron, take all this off topic. Okay, this is not stock specific. And again, if you're talking 10 to 20 cents, that's the max spread you're looking for? I mean, if that's fine, then look, there's nothing you can do. You know, I mean, I wanted to go long INMD, you know, in a desperate way. You know, I saw it right around here at 16 something, but the spread was just not, it was just too tough for me to commit to it. So, you know, you just have to back off. I mean, you want to gamble and it's going to keep going higher. I mean, you know, I can't stop anybody from doing that, but you know, for me, I just don't like to trade like that. And of course, now here on this one, it's not that bad. But why we're trying to short some of these in the pre-market, the ones like a Macy's that is down 16%, is because we don't have to worry about the uptick rule in the pre-market. You try to short Macy's once the market opens, and it may be tough to get a fill. You know, you're going to have to get some action at the ask, and you may be stuck in a queue of a lot of other people who want to short. So that is the only reason why I'm trying to short some of these in the pre-market, which I've done in the last couple of weeks. Just getting too frustrated trying to short once the market opens. I should have mentioned YY too. YY is another earnings play, guys. I had this down here. I just didn't mention it. YY is another earnings play, and again, just one moment, please. So I'd be sticking an alert around $50 for this one. Look at it on the weekly. Basically, it's below that weekly candle of last week. And the next support area, maybe on the monthly, is 40. So, I mean, this is a lot of room if it wants to run down. Oh, yeah, GTT, it was a great trade for me. Was it 2 days ago, I think? I think yesterday, but yeah, it was a great trade for me. Generation. Just over 29, like 20, crash right through 29. If it does, well, I can't commit to it. Yeah, isn't that interesting? I guess one of the drugs did not the endpoint. A couple really, but one of them didn't. I think that's probably what caused. Well, Ron, but I feel right away. So well, I'm Now, terrible, terrible. No idea. Guys, LK retail. Here's the at the bottom here. Right. Sinking, sinking, sinking. Oh, look at the goose. The goose is actually trying to put a little pop. Well, real sorry, but you're starting to sink again. Real is starting to sink again. Look at the goose actually putting a nice little pop here. Yeah, I am. Obviously, I'm all out of it. Nice pop for it. Maybe some of the retails will start to come back. I'm all out of it, obviously. So, when it broke down through 16, just briefly got out just over 16. So, however, I will look at it again if it takes out 16 again. Just stick an alert down here. But no, absolutely. So look at LK right there. There's the weekly chart. The low is 2007, 2029 takes that out. Still has some room. Okay, real is now not quite negative. And there's that IN. Wow, look at this. I mean, that's from 18, $2 drop. Now the spread's okay. A do not start until 5 or even 10 for the you just take these right off the bat.